Hello everyone, it's DA here with some Anthem confirmations from the Bioware studio manager, Casey Hudson. A lot of you have been asking questions about the longevity of the game and how they plan to keep players interested, so this message to players will hopefully answer that question. I will only read an excerpt from the story, but would also like to start off by saying Anthem started off as a game codenamed Dylan, and their goal was to create a world that has every Bioware element in it, the story, the design, and the emotions. And that is why Anthem may feel like Dragon Age meets Mass Effect. But with that out of the way, let's get to the main excerpt. In this paragraph, he said, Anthem will launch with a ton of content, including a substantial main story that introduces you to the world and its characters. But there's still a missing ingredient that we haven't been able to test Anthem with, and that is basically going to be the players. So over the next month, as you start to have opportunities to try what we have created, I ask you to keep one thing in mind. The launch of Anthem is not the end. It is the beginning of an ongoing story in which you are a crucial element. If there's something that you want more of, we can build it. If there's something that isn't right, let us know. And the story itself will unfold over time based on how you play the game. Soon, we will reveal more about our plans for how we intend to support the ongoing stream of content and features. So, let's start from the very end of the paragraph with how they intend to keep the game going. This is something that I'm sure most of you were asking, and I think it will be something dealing with a cosmetic-only microtransaction. They have confirmed that the premium currency in the game can be earned by playing missions, and the cost will be reasonable. All content updates will be free, so I see it as a fair thing for the game as a service model. Now, of course, for those of you skeptics out there, for those who ask why are there microtransactions in any full-priced game, well, let me answer that question quickly. In most $60 full-price games, full content support for the game usually lasts between a year or 2 years, and that is going to be it. God of War is a great example, and trust me, the support for God of War will only last about 1 to 2 years because they will start working on the next one. So that is what you have to understand when it comes to comparing a regular full price game, because let's be honest, they have to keep the servers running, and this is what has to be done in the game as a service model. They have to supply new stories, new updates, so it is not cheap to do so. Remember that any game that features a constant multiplayer element or a constant update on a 10-year plan must be able to keep its content flow for years, and for that, they need money to do so. Now, I understand that everybody may not agree with me, but that is just the way I see it. Now, it's said that this is going to be the beginning of an ongoing story. So for those of you who also ask, I don't think there is going to be an Anthem 2. No, I think that this is going to be one of those games that will probably last for decades, or at least a decade, since it's an ongoing story. Probably going to be like other MMO titles like World of Warcraft, so the stories will continue over the years. Plus, stories updates will be free as well in Anthem, so I kind of see why they're doing this in terms of how we want to sustain the game. Now, lastly, this is going to be something that they have been working on since the beginning of this campaign, and that is going to be transparency. He said that if there is something that you want more of, we can build it. And if there is something you don't like, let us know. Some of us already asked about the open social area, changing ability colors, inspect player feature, 6-player squads, a whole lot of crazy things a lot of us already asked for. These are things that the devs will say, you know what, post-launch, and that has been one of their main answers to most of the questions. So they're letting players know, hey, if you guys want this, ask us, request these things, and we will definitely let you know, and we will put it in the game. So you're going to likely see some of these updates in few weeks or months down the line. So you can really be hopeful for this game. Now, that's just my opinion on being hopeful, but I believe that you can be hopeful for this game. Yes, I know it's EA, but EA also has released Bioware to make this game as they please. Don't forget to try the demo and then make your own decision. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.